Hello, and as always, thanks for joining us for a Supply Tuesday devotion. Got Evan here, and so we're starting a new segment. So if this is your first time joining us, this is a great time to be joining us. And so for the remainder of the summer, we're going to have a little fun, and we're going to focus in on books of the Bible that only have one chapter. So we're going to start at the end. And so today, we're going to be talking about Jude, the book of Jude, and what all it entails. And so for Jude, it's very short. Depending on the font size of your Bible, it's less than a page. And if you're wondering where you can find it in your Bible, it's the second to last book. It comes right before Revelation. So if you open up your Bible and you see Revelation, you want to be right here looking for Jude. And Jude, in my opinion, I feel like it reads like a sermon. And somebody probably, Jude himself assuming, probably said, hey, this is a really great sermon. I'm going to write this down and I'm going to distribute it to everybody because it's really great content, really good stuff in here for everyone to listen to. So kind of assume or read it listening to it like, hey, this was probably a sermon that had been preached or proclaimed and everything like that. And so Jude really, one theme, he's talking about false teaching. I think Jude still matters today. I think that a common critique of the Bible is you say, this stuff doesn't matter today. I think Jude is wildly important today because we live in the information age and there is loads of information. And not only that, but as I'm demonstrating right now, anyone can hop on the internet and say whatever they wanted to say about the Bible. So I would say now more than ever, you really need to hone in on what is false teaching, what is biblical doctrine, and all of that great stuff. So my hope is that you would watch this video to the end and then crack open your Bible and read Jude. Jude is it's split into two parts. Well, really four. There's the intro and the outro. Those are only several verses long. And then he has two parts where he slams false teachers. It's pretty intense. He goes on with a lot of almost like curses or mean things to say. And then the second part is he just kind of talks about like, hey, these are the great people who will persevere, who will hang on. And so I want you, after you read the book of Jude, it's not very long, to kind of, if nothing else, just reflect on the words and think like, wow, these are some harsh, intense words. How did they make me feel? And then our question of the day, and you don't have to do this, but I'd love if you would sit here and reflect and say, which part of Jude do I fit into? And I want you, before you just jump off and say like, oh, I'm not a false teacher. I'm definitely into the second part, right? Jude, look at how he describes a false teacher. You know, he says like, it's a tree that has no fruit, things like that. And so maybe, this is my tree here, and there's no fruit. Maybe think and say, based on Jude's definition, where do I fit? So again, take a moment, read Jude, and then reflect on it. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with another one chapter book of the Bible next week.